Hi everyone, I hope you have the most wonderful week. I know that I was not able to stream on Sunday due to internet issues that currently arise. That is actually it got postponed. So Monday, maybe today, as of recording this before I get on, might still be on, might be off, but Wednesday they have somebody coming over to actually check the internet to see what the heck going on with this. So I will keep you posted on that, and I am also moving too, so it's just like, oh boy, there's like lots of stuff. So I might be moving again within 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'll be able to do live streaming again. So I'm going to be covering a lot of videos that I'm able to actually record when the internet actually gives me permission to work. But going on with this week, there's a lot of shit that's been going on this week. We have a lot of people who decided to fuck up. And one of those fuck ups right there happens to have been, let's just say, humbled, if you can kind of get what I'm saying. We also got some stuff going on with Sony. Yeah, Sony's doing some stuff that involves Destiny 2, which is not too good. That's not too good. But there are also some bright sides too. Apple did a fucking what the fuck moment, as well as some new figures and all that sorts of stuff with gaming consoles. I guess you could say new gaming consoles, especially some game news are also going on this past week that's happened. So let's get on to it, shall we? First that we have on the Sinday Talk, and this is Jack Dorkey, aka the punching bag in Florida, in Miami Beach, has been arrested for 1 felony and 2 misdemeanor charges. He was caught with marijuana, and especially something with antidepressant, which you're not supposed to have, which is at least 1 year in prison, chat. 1 year in prison. This is him. This is the mugshot. I had to scroll right there. You guys see that right there. He had an audience. Now it's gone. It's definitely going to be gone now for, you know, the time it's going to be in a year. Yeah, that's a whole fucking year. Chat, I give him a month. I give him a month. I give him a month at tops before he cracks. I give him that much. I know some people are probably giving him a week. I don't know, like, what's more fucked up, the part that I'm saying I give him a month, or the part that people say they give him a week. I saw someone said I give him a day. I'm like, damn. Are we all like taking bets right now? Are we all going to do the crypto thing and then do a rug pull, and then it's going to be like, okay, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, like, for what audience though? He literally has no audience left. Like, people who watch him, chat, are just hate watchers. That's literally it. They're all just hate watchers. So it's like he has no audience. It's just people hating on him. But there he is, chat. And this is filmed by a bystander, which I believe is his friends right there. But there he is with him trying to imitate the shocked Pikachu face and failing horribly. This is on. Luckily, we're just going to keep it on mute. But yeah, this is him getting arrested. The part that he was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, oh my god. Dude, the moment because this was circulating around, the fact that he just went for his phone, because I was like, dude, he's gonna go for the gun. Holy shit, are we seriously going there? Is it finally going to be like pretty good content now? And there's his like bodyguard just like, oh shit, man. He's like, man, I can't do shit. And that guy right there was humbling him, saying, who the fuck do you think you are? As he is like trying to say, I'm a very influential guy, and yeah, he's like not buying that. I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? Yeah, he literally was done. But I believe this was his friend, and I know some people of his right there that are trying to say, free JD. I don't know who JD is. Is it Michael Jordan? Holy shit! Did Michael Jordan get arrested? Oh my god, man, that's crazy, man. I don't know what he did. Saying save Michael Jordan, and while your friend's getting arrested. Man, I just kid. I know who JD is. We're not saving him. He's done. He's done. He's going to prison for a year, give or take. I still give him a month. I know some people are still saying, some people are like a week. Someone was like really like, yeah, nah, he's so fucked. A day. I'm like, damn. But yeah, he was arrested. And then put into the correctional center. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Shortly before 9 a.m. local time on November 14th. He has 3 charges, as I did say. 1 felony of a controlled substance, and 2 misdemeanors, which was resisting arrest. And what was the other one? Yeah, no, it was just, yeah. Well, there was 2 misdemeanors. There it is. Amphetamine. Okay, I can't even say it, but I know that's prescribed for ADHD and narcolepsy. Yep. Chat, there's more of the story. Don't be like him, or you'll just be given the impression of yeah. This is basic chat. If you're gonna be like a nuisance streamer, that's what's gonna happen now. I think a lot of people are just done. Jack Dorkey's bond is set to $3,500. Chat, if you want, we will set up a GoFundMe to make that to at least $3,500. Think of the children you're saving, chat. Think of the children, for Christ's sake. Just not those children, no. Like, this is an example. Do not be a nuisance streamer, guys. This is what's going to happen. You're going in prison, and then people are going to take bets on how long you're going to last. Again, I'm generous to give them a month. Some people are like a week. Someone was really like, nah, he's done. A day. Just damn. God. It got worse for him. You know, speaking of it getting worse for him, you have Dan Clancy, or Dan the Gooner Clancy, as Pegasus always said, which is actually kicking up, but I like it too. Pegasus content's getting out there. Peak content, by the way. I suggest you guys checking them out. Dan Clancy and Twitch got hit with the exclusive double community note on the same tweet. Cinema. Absolute fucking cinema. And this is Dan Clancy, and quote, okay, I'm not even gonna say that right there. I can't do the moist critical, not moist critical. I can't even do the impressions that moist critical or everyone does, especially Pegasus. Pegasus does it fucking good. But Twitch has failed. Well, damn. I mean, I think we all knew that. In our response to the assault on Emiru. Oh, okay. Well, we definitely knew that. Yeah, we definitely knew that, guys. But yeah, we already knew that Twitch failed. But yeah, in the assault response though. Yeah, we already knew that. But in TwitchCon of San Diego of 2025, in particular, I failed the community, clearly talking about the incident afterwards during an interview, which he, to be fair, he kind of showed that he brushed it off like it was nothing. Not a good thing, Dan Gooner Clancy. And he says, I do not believe in no way intended to suggest that Emiru had any responsibility with this incident whatsoever. Really? Because that the wording after that was kind of fucking, is what you kind of give the impression off of. Raise your hand if that's the impression you got off of that. All right, good. Just to let you know, I can't see all of your fucking hands getting raised, but I'm pretty sure it's a good majority of you. Maybe just a thumbs up if you are happy with, like, the current incident of, like, Jack Dorkey getting arrested, and then Dan Gooner Clancy right there getting hit with a double community no and feeling embarrassed. And if you like this, if you're gonna get the new thing that's coming out from Steam, the new console too, and also subscribe, depending on how you say. Going on back to the Dan Gooner Clancy, he said, we appreciate all you've done for the years of Twitch. We are committed to continuing to improve our TwitchCon security. Yeah, I doubt that. I heavily doubt that. I'll believe it when Twitch pigs fly, but I'm pretty sure they'll make an email for that. So, fuck. When real pigs fly, yeah. But actually, then again, we are making like dinosaurs come back. We might be getting to that. Damn, I really fucking should have been very careful for my words. But as you can see from Twitch, the official Twitch did put that talking about the security incident. Then got hit with the community note saying Twitch is live on several occasions. Really? I counted 9. I guess those are the 7 credible ones then. Well, very well then. I should allow it. It's still a lot. It's more than 5, so therefore I'm happy. And then the other one, quoting his quote retweet, it says Twitch has lied multiple times about the incident, letting the assailant go, which we all clearly know, and withholding evidence from authorities, as we all know. Dan has partied while the victim blaming Emiru, whom called a friend. Nina Lin was also banned, then quietly unbanned a week later. Incompetence. Or unacceptable conditions, as Lemon once said. That's what I got from reading it when they put incompetence. Unacceptable conditions. That's what I got from that. Raise your hand if that's what you got from it. Or just give it a video a like. But I don't know, some more from that. On November 11th, A day that will remain in great Twitch infamy. Twitch is getting tons of backlash on the day of November 11th over their treatment of veterans on their platform. As some of them kind of, actually no, some of them did say that they did not like, you know, the military and all that stuff and blah 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 blah, and veterans and something with the PTSD and all that. Like, it's a lot of stuff. I don't want to say all of it because you guys are just gonna get triggered again. But it's not me. It was them. You know who they are. We literally see the Jabba the Hutt like right here, right behind me, which kind of freaks me the fuck out every time I see her. That's why literally impression I get every time. I'm like, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Try give the video a like and subscribe if you do like to see of this stuff getting covered. And me probably lose a little bit more brain cells later on every time I have to look this shit up. And going back onto that, Emiru revealed that Twitch is donating 100K to a violence protection charity as her request. Quote, I wanted to their public resolution. I asked for the listing of things and they agreed to all of them. I won't be honest with you. With Emiru's situation with Twitch, I heavily doubt it. I would ask for the receipt because I feel like they'll say it, but I honestly feel like they won't do it. So Twitch is getting a lot of backlash for that as well, because a lot of people are like, I don't know, a lot of people are like buying it now. But some people said they sell it and, you know, Emiru won, but I'm right here just like, I need to see the receipts. Like, they can say it and then everyone's happy, but they won't have to do it. You gotta hold people like that accountable. So for anyone who was watching this, at least double check that they actually did post it on there and you know which one it is, because, or ask Emiru that, because, you know, at least if it's not there, then we know they're just fucking lying. And then Twitch is definitely going to get more backlash from that too. But I'm kind of glad though that at least there is some resolution for that story. So I guess a little bit of a good ending for Emiru. Twitch is Dan the Goon and Twitch Dan Clancy, you know, the Gooner Clancy. You know what, I call him the Gooner Dooner because I can't fucking remember that whole fucking thing you guys say. But you know, he's kind of on hot water. Actually, no, he is literally on a volcano right now. He's not hot water. He's on a volcano right now. He is so fucked right now. Speaking of people getting fucked over, pause, not like that. Denmark just passed a law that will ban kids under the age of 15 from using social media. So, you know, you got used to YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff, like WhatsApp, and yeah, Denmark's like, not here. Yeah, not here. I mean, to be fair, when you see the stuff going on from YouTube and with Jack Dorkey, speaking of that, you know, pause again, not like that, the fucking thing's over, like, because what he promoted. I feel like that might be kind of a good thing if they see that. They're like, if that's the evidence, and I'm like, it's like, you know, to be fair, as a collective whole, we really can't say anything on that, because it's just like, oh shit. Yeah, no, they got a good point. Like, I shit. Yeah, like if they literally show shit like that, like from those news and streamers, it's just like, well, fuck. Kind of got us there. Carry on. Carry on, I suppose. I don't know what to say. Like, there's nothing we can back on that. But I honestly feel like like at least like over the age of 16 is pretty fair right now. Like with how shit's going. I mean, you got Nintendo, which is like a fair, like safer version. Like, wait, hang on, never mind. Let me rephrase that. Never mind. But there are some stuff out there. But a lot of people don't use parental controls. Highly recommend it if you have a kid. And I usually recommend giving them like something like that at the age of 16 at least, because you see the shit going on now. It gets crazy. You don't want your kid to turn out like Jack Dorkey or the other people that got raised on the internet. That's like the worst case scenario. Next that we have, this is from Battlefield, that has announced the Lead the Way pack bundle for $12 to honor people, you know, people who served for Veterans Day, and is available for Battlefield 6 and RedSec. However, EA says all the proceeds will go will be for themselves only. EA will make a separate donation to the National Ranger Association. I know this video is the quality of this one's kind of bad, but this was the only one that I had. But a lot of people were not happy about that. Like, it should just be directly made to go to them. So, you know, you can't spell greed without EA in it, chat. Remember that. I do like the buggy, but I'm kind of like, damn, that's kind of fucked right there. You know, just can't go straight for that. for the National Rangers. Okay, fine, all right. So they got a major backlash for that right there. Will I still get that? Maybe. It does look really cool. I do like leaves, but leaves do not like me. Just like trees and bees. Sony says Destiny 2 sales have not reached your expectation. That's the next part, chat. Yeah, I just wanted to go up with that because I know a lot of you guys like Destiny 2. Yeah, this is not looking good though for Destiny. It's been going downward. It's been going downward, as we can see from the player count, which I'm not going to pull up because I'm afraid to look it up because why can't we have a Destiny 3? I just need that. That's all I'm asking for. I think a lot of us have been saying that. Just put fucking Destiny 3. Like, this could have been Destiny 3, but you fucked it up. At least that would have saved your assets and your asses. It did not. The asses were not saved. The asses were there, just exposed. And you know what? There's a lot of that in this video. I know a lot of this has been cut out. I feel like it's it's one of those days. Editor, do not keep this part in. All right. Okay, next that we have going on to that editor, please, I really hope you cut that out right now. If not, then I'm so fucked. God damn it. It's always... Anyway, Sony says Destiny 2 has been underperforming against its I can't even speak. Acquisitions. Oh my god, this is like the French acquisition. Oh, okay, I can say French acquisition, but I can't say the acquisition. Okay. From the expectations, lowering projections, and recording to estimate 204 million. Holy shit, with an M. Oh my god. Impairment tied to Bungie ahead of December Renegade expansions. Ooh, man, I really hope they actually manage to get out of that. I know, a little side note, the Destiny 2 with the Red War campaign lawsuit ends as Bungie reaches its full settlement with the author. So I'm like, oh shit, the fucking story ended. Let's go. But going back to this right here, Sony has acknowledged that Destiny 2 players have left this year. Yeah, because it happened with Final Shape. Like, literally, Final Shape. As I said many times, and I hated that I was right about this part in particular, because I always reference the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Endgame, because Infinity War kind of was led up, which was kind of like a disappointment, and then happened Endgame, and then this is what happened with Destiny 2. You had, the one right before Final Shape, which was Lightfall. It didn't do good. Then you have Final Shape and ended, and it was peak, and then that's actually how it went with the MCU. And I always reference, I was like, chat, when I was live, I would say this. I was like, chat, Cubs, it's gonna go like the MCU. I foresee it in its future. It's written in the totems of old. It's gonna happen. And a lot of them are just like, haha, you're joking, silly lion. Have a cookie. I'm like, I am not joking. Oh, cool, a chocolate chip cookie. Holy shit. And now that's happening, and everyone's just watching this on 4K as they're crying with the Danny that guy, the Dan DeVito kind of sad face where he's just looking at this. Yeah, that's literally how everyone is, and it was like, holy shit, he was right. Oh god, it is going like the MCU. It's fucking going downward. Yeah, I think they should have done Destiny 3. I'm still touting that. I believe a lot of content creators have said that, but a lot of them are already moving off. They're moving away from covering Destiny 2 content. Some of them are still doing it every now and then, but their primarily focus is on new stuff. There's a lot of new stuff coming out. There's one game in particular that it looks interesting that I may want to actually stream. It is coming out within 2 days. And man, it's like a sequel to a new game. I saw it. I don't want to pull it out there. But editor, if you can find it, and then I'll send it to you, and you put that on there. Let's just say you can do certain things on there that if editor were to find that, I suggest checking that out. I'm pretty sure by the time the Tuesday coverage comes out, this should already be out. But this is the case that's going on with Destiny 2, as it still says its downward projection is yeah. So it says it's fully dedicated to launching Bungie's Marathon by 2026. But I feel like Marathon might be the one that kills Bungie. which is crazy because that's the original game that they started off with, and it's going to end with that. I don't know if that's poetic or just fucking sad. Put it down in the comments down below on what you think of this situation with Destiny 2. Guys, now we're on the next segment. And this is one of the segments I like the most because this is the stuff that chat shares with me. And this is the stuff that really couldn't make it into the main segment of the Sinday Talk that we usually would do. Even though right now, of the time recording, just because of the internet issues, I didn't want to really strain the internet that much. This is Meanwhile on the internet. Meanwhile on the internet, the new Stellar Blade statue from Cool Bear Studios is being shown off. And you can probably buy it. Well, no, you can't buy it. You can do pre-orders right now, is what I was being told. But it does look really cool. And I do like that game. But it's probably going to cost a lot, though. And Wally right now Wally cannot do that. Wally cannot do that. But everyone else wants it, though. Everyone else wants it. The comments are all just spamming the same thing. They need this. Yeah, everyone. And literally, that's the whole comment section. They all need it. They all fucking need it. Meanwhile, on the internet, Valve has announced the new Steam hardware coming in 2026. They have the Steam controller, Steam machine, and Steam frame. There was more of a breakdown for that since it's been covered by many people, but I highly suggest talk about this. I highly suggest putting in, going into one of the steampoweredhardware.com, which if you have a Steam app or you just go on Steam, but yeah, if you have the Steam app, I highly suggest checking that out. It'll give you more of a loose detail specs. Can't pre-order it though, but if you're interested in looking that stuff up, I highly suggest that though. I think the Steam frame is something that I'm really more interested about. I'm not much on the Steam machine, which is the big, block. I honestly feel like that one won't really cover most stuff, but I definitely want that controller though. I think that controller has a lot of compatibility stuff that you can use for a lot of stuff. But I honestly feel like Nintendo's definitely cooked because that design is kind of copying from them. And then like I think Xbox already put in the towel. They're already like, yeah, now we're fucked. They have our whole library. And I know Sony is now freaking out too because they're starting to put most of their whole library on there. I honestly was not expecting them to do that. And it's funny because a lot of people always joked about PC2, and I honestly feel like because of this, PC2 started to come back in discussion. So here we go again with PC2. Meanwhile, on the internet, Pokemon has announced the brand new Pokopia, which they already gave us a little bit of a short demo gameplay of at least a little segment of what we can do in there. It begins on March 5th of 2026. And still kind of feeding in the conspiracy theory, this is post-apocalyptic. It is still giving me that feeling. People keep saying it's cute, but then when you look at the lore, you're like, holy shit. It's like Adventure Time. You're like, oh wow, it's just a kid and a magical dog just having a fun time in a mythical land. And then you just realize, like, holy shit, wait a minute. Like, as the hints and all that little stuff gets put in there, and you're just like, oh shit, wait, hang on. This is not looking happy anymore. But there's a lot of stuff I know a lot of people are looking forward to. I know, like, Ayumi's looking forward to that. I'm still right here just like, yeah, no, this is post-apocalyptic. There's going to be some, like, freaky shit going on. Trust me. It's going to be like Adventure Time. There's probably won't be a story, though. Definitely going to be a story. I know people are talking about this, though. There's probably going to be some sad lore with this, though. It's a Ghost Pikachu. Yeah, this one's definitely going to have some sad lore. I can see it. If they're going to do like kind of like a Pokédex entry for it. Yeah, this was probably going to be the one that people are going to be like, holy shit, what the fuck did I read? And then they got Snorlax that's turned into like a plant. Or moss. I don't know. He has a flower on his head though. Fashion. Meanwhile, on the internet, Avatar Fire and Ash is being ready to release on December 19th of this year. Yeah, no, hang on. That's literally just a month away. So, ooh, fuck. So wait, hang on. They're actually copying from Avatar, The Last Airbender. But I'm just joking. I usually feel that sometimes. It's like, there's two avatars. And then there's like Avatar, The Last Airbender, and then there's Avatar, this Avatar. I definitely want to watch this one though. Fire and Ash. It does sound pretty cool. Meanwhile, on the internet, GTA 6 will cost Rockstar 60 million more in development costs, according to the industry standard. Which, if that's the case, I really hope I see those clouds fully textured and the water like 4K premium. You know, like you wanna feel like you're drinking that water, even though that's, you know, seawater. Okay, maybe not that last part though, but I'm pretty sure it's they're definitely gonna do a lot of details to like the clouds. Did you not see the video of people doing that shit with the mods, with UFO and I know it was supposed to be for one mission, but you can still see the full texture of the clouds. Like they really did a lot of detail to that, which is crazy. Meanwhile, on the internet, Ubisoft stock is gone. I know some people are probably like, wait, what? Hang on, Ubisoft is gone? Nope, it's still there. It's just because they went down to a number that is so low that they got removed from the stock market. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I honestly thought Ubisoft kind of got gutted like I think earlier this year. Well, no, I think earlier of this year kind of is when it was starting off the trend of it definitely getting gutted. I know they already sold most of their assets off. They cover their asses, which not a lot of people liked. Yeah, and I honestly thought like Assassin's Creed was going to be bought by EA. That honestly would have been the worst case scenario. But then again, it got bought by someone else, and we don't know who they are. So, well, they were in the talks of it. So I don't know what's going on with that. But if it did get to them, I really hope they don't fuck over the legacy that it had. As long as it's not EA, I honestly feel like that's more of a win. I cannot do an Assassin's Creed made by EA. Meanwhile, on the internet, Azur Lane is doing another collab, but this time with Data Live 5, where you can get some of your favorite characters from the anime as ships. This one was just like really last minute one right here. This one was posted today, and I saw this one, and this one was just my recommendation to put in. So if you like Azur Lane and you like Data Live, I highly suggest checking out this collab that they're going to be doing some in the future. So we've covered everything that has happened this week, chat. There's a lot of stuff going on with Jack Dorkey, which he's getting arrested, which karma did get for him. And then we had like Twitch CEO definitely not having a good time right now. Some gaming stuff that has gotten put out. Still surprised that they did a PC too. But if you guys like what, like the content that we'd be doing and all that sort of stuff, even though the internet has been kind of like 50-50 as of late. And since I am posting more stuff on YouTube, I highly suggest, giving a like and subscribing to the channel. It helps out a lot. And if you have anything that you want us to cover, feel free to put it in, like, join the Discord, put it in the coverage channel, which we do tend to cover every now and then. And if you try to post it like on the day when it does get covered on a Sunday, chances are it may not get covered that Sunday, and it may get covered the following Sunday just because everything's been scripted out. We already know the situation with the internet. But bye guys, bye. See you guys next time.
Always in the